What's up, Juventini? Today we're going to take a look at Juve's unofficial financial numbers and the big deficit that's there, which could be sealing the fate of a few at Juventus, including Dusan Vlahovic, but also a big piece of revenue that Juve might have been banking on this season could actually be escaping them. We're going to look at the details there, all right? And then we're going to get to all the details, all the news around the upcoming match against Genoa, including Motta playing without a striker and the latest fitness battles, as we've got another player to add to the injury list, but we do see a big boost today on that list. We're going to go through it all together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJ's Here channel dedicated to Juventus. It's September 26th. Let's rock with the news. So we kick things off with the financials around Juventus. As expected, we still have a healthy deficit overall, which is at roughly 176 million euros. Now, obviously, the main question immediately is, do we see another bond from Exor? And it's been reported, no, it is not necessary at this point in time. And it isn't, because things overall are going according to plan. So usually when you're trying to chip away at a big deficit, your game plan is easy. You lower your costs and you try to increase your revenues. Lowering cost, something Juve has done for the past 5 years. Again, this deficit was at one point not too long ago 342 million euros. So we have definitely been going in the right direction. But over the past 5 years, Juve has cut the salary, the wages, 146 million euros over that 5-year span has been cut. All right, that's on average just shy of 30 million euros per year. Now, this is probably what's automatically gonna seal the fate of Dusan Vlahovic. Again, 2 days ago, remember what Paolo Nomolo said? It is gonna be contract driven. Now, even with a deficit, a cut, agreeing to spread out the salary, it would fall on just how strong a season Dusan Vlahovic has for Juve to consider, but his fate may already be sealed due simply to the numbers. And there they are. Now, another piece to this story is revenue. We talked about it. That's how you cut into these. Bring your costs down, increase your revenue. Club World Cup. This was supposed to be a big influx in revenue for Juventus this upcoming season. Well, is the tournament even going to happen? It is in serious doubt. Right now, there is issues. There is issues trying to find venues that are willing to host. On top of that, there are no TV rights. Also, a deadline was just skipped by FIFA with Apple TV as they opted out. So right now, you've got a lack of venues. You have no TV rights going on. And are they willing and ready to pull the plug on the Club World Cup? Not just yet. Nothing has been announced, but not just Juve, also Inter, who would mean a lot in terms of revenue to where our financial statuses are currently. They both wait and are hanging in limbo to see if this tournament even goes down. All right, so all eyes on this right now, but now in the immediate future, again, with Dusan Vlahovic and the games and revenue, etc., it all kind of goes to the back end as we focus on the competitions that are in front of us right now and not what could potentially come in the summer, like Club World Cup. Genoa is next on deck, and we are hearing a lot in terms of player statuses, what Motta could do, etc. As far as Motta goes, he is considering a no striker setup moving forward, and it could be Cope Miners, Yildiz, and Nico Gonzalez that are called upon, and Weah could also be an option. So will he do this against Genoa and actually move forward without Dusan Vlahovic, despite working with him individually a lot over the past week since our last game against Napoli? Maybe or maybe not. He might end up going to Dusan Vlahovic again. It probably depends how this week's of training has actually gone for the player, for the team, and his ideas that he's been implementing. But as far as Weah goes and him potentially helping, scratch that. The latest player to fall victim to an injury, all right, suffering a sprained ankle. He will not be available for the Genoa match, so it's going to definitely not be including him. As far as Conceição goes, Well, he returned to group training today. He could find himself on the squad list against Genoa. Obviously, not starting that match, but great news there. So ahead of this timetable that we heard was going to be Leipzig, maybe he gets into the Leipzig game, would really depend on his conditioning and everything. But again, will find himself on the squad list most likely against Genoa. For Douglas Luiz, apparently the situation has improved over this week's set of training, and Luiz could be in for a start against Genoa. Also in net, we could have Perin start with Di Gregorio rested again with that Champions League matchup against Leipzig on the back end of this Genoa game, all right? So that's all the news we're hearing around this match. This is all the news we're hearing around Juventus today. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC Army. I want to know from you what you would do with this lineup going against Genoa. Do you go back to the well with Dusan Vlahovic, or do you switch it up and go without a true 9? Hit me in the comments, all right? Can't wait to mix it up, and I'll be back tomorrow as always with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.